welcome back to the Walkaround video. My name is Luda, with Ames for Performance, and today we're going to do things slightly quieter than we normally do since we are in the middle of a workday and I don't want to disturb the workflow. But today we have a 2024 Hennessey Velociraptor 500 finish off in gorgeous Oxford white. This specific unit is number 90 for the year, serialized of course on the dash, and this is our first batch of Hennessey products, so we'll get things started with the wheels and tires and talk about everything from the front to the back of the truck and everything in between. So let's get started. Before we dive into the wheels and tires, we've got to talk about the incredible suspension on this particular Bronco Raptor. So just like all Bronco Raptors, this has the Raptor Haas 4.0 system with Fox 3.1 semi-active dampening with external bypass, which means you can control how responsive or different settings for whichever setting you're off-roading in within the cabin. But of course, Hennessey has put their twist to it. So this ride's 2.5 inches taller than a regular Bronco Raptor, and you can see the Hennessey parts that make these shocks go even higher in factory. Now jumping into the wheels and tires, we have BFGoodrich 37-inch KO2s, possibly the best all-terrain tire that you can get right now. Not a lot of road noise, but a whole lot of performance. And inside of that, we have 20-inch Hennessey branded wheels, absolutely gorgeous, flat black finish. Sets off the entire vehicle very well, and the stance is absolutely killer. And above that, we'll see the paint match fender flares. That is a telltale sign to see a 2024 Bronco Raptor or not. Paint match fender flares is all new for 2024, and this vehicle has it. Front end of the Hennessey Velociraptor 500. We're going to go from the bottom and make our way up top. At the very bottom, you notice that the front bumper is completely switched out with Hennessey's own bumper. Can't forget about the rigid fog lights. I understand that they're a factor, but I love talking about it because the federal government makes Ford cover 2 of them up. That's how bright they are. And of course, Velociraptor branding right in the middle there. When we move up to the grill of the Bronco Raptor, a telltale sign to see what's a Bronco and what's a Bronco Raptor is, does it say Ford in the middle or Bronco? Because all the Raptors will say Ford in the middle. And of course, we have the iconic 3 amber lights because of how wide a Bronco Raptor is. And to top things off, right on the hood, 3D emblems reading off Hennessey because this is a Velociraptor 500. The first thing you're greeted with on the side of the Velociraptor 500 are matte black badges reading off Velociraptor 500 on both the front doors. And I know these are OEM, but I do love talking about them. The running boards that double as rock guards. With 6 bolts, you could easily take them off, and bada bing, bada boom, you have rock guards. And on the rear quarter panel, we have Hennessey vinyl to finish things off.
Hey everybody, my name's Faisal with Ames for Performance, and I'm sitting inside the Hennessey Velociraptor 500. This is number 90 for the year. A lot of cool bits in here. The Bronco Raptor's already a knockout of the park. We got embroidered headrests, aluminum paddle shifters from the factory, carbon fiber optioned out everywhere in here, and Hennessey WeatherTech floor mats.
On the rear of the Velociraptor 500, we'll start from the bottom, make our way up top. At the very bottom, Hennessey's bumper treatment continues. This is their steel bumper. Parking sensors, of course, fully operational. License plate bracket still on the very left-hand side with grills on each side on the driver and passenger side. LED light bulb, of course, to illuminate the license plate at nighttime as well. Spare tire switched out too. So you have 37-inch KO2s out back here with Hennessey's matte black finish rim right in the middle. Don't worry, back with camera, still accessible, 100% usable. On the hatch, we have Hennessey badging on the left-hand side, finished off in matte black. On the right-hand side, you have the American flag logo, as this Hennessey is 100% based and manufactured and created in the US of A.
First impressions. This is very nice to drive. Yeah, like being completely honest, this is great. Even with the lift, it doesn't feel nearly too like stiff or anything. I think we're just in regular drive mode right now.
So before we punch it, I should probably discuss the numbers.
Yeah,
what Hennessey does, right? Over the regular Bronco Raptor.
Feels like it's got, it's got something there. What are we making?
We're making 500 horsepower at the crank and 550 foot-pounds-feet of torque.
Ooh, okay, so that's probably, that's enough to drive the big tires, I guess. It doesn't feel...
Well, the thing is, with 37s on it, you're still moving.
That's the thing. It doesn't feel like I have a big wheel or tire setup on this. It feels like the Bronco Raptors do. I mean, like, I'd say the biggest gripe I get from a lot of people after you upgrade your wheel and tire setup, you're like, man, it kind of feels like a dog. Like, what do I need to do with gear ratio or power? Like, how do I get the pep back? And I think this is exactly how you do it. I mean,
More power.
more power.
More power.
Feels great. You know, just to find something a little stiffer, but we got, you know, a good bit of suspension travel here. It's not like driving a Navigator, for instance, but as far as like off-road, this is better than any Jeep I've been in. As far
100%,
as like
yeah.
comfort, pep. This is, I mean,
That's not even the loudest mode for the exhaust.
no, I know.
We're in comfort mode.
We're in comfort.
We're in comfort.
How do we goat mode this up? Ooh,
Buttons on the steering wheel.
there it is.
We're on sport now.
Yeah, so that wants to spin off. That wants to spin the tires right when you tip into it. How much torque you say?
550 foot-pounds.
That's enough to get the job done, I think.
I think this is, I hate to say it, but it's a touch overkill, but in all the right aspects, you know? Like, remember when the Hellcats first came out and we were like, that is way too much power for that chassis?
Yeah.
But now we're at the stage in life where it's like, who cares if it's too much power? More power, the better, you know?
Yeah, that power.
That power.
That
Can't,
power.
Can't replace power.
No, you can't replace power. That's.
I do enjoy all the turbo noises, by the way, because you do get more noise out of the Hennessey compared to a regular Bronco Raptor. It ticks all the boxes in noise department.
I mean, like, we're coming up to the end of the road, and all I want to do is just drive right through that field. Like, this doesn't belong. I need to. We gotta go find some sand or some hills. This wants to be out on the road. And here we're gonna do a quick tight turn test to see how well they did the fitment.
Oh, 0 rub.
No rubbing. That's great on 37s. No rubbing. This is a cohesive build. They measured at every angle that you can. This is great.
But this is why you go to a Hennessey.
This is why you do a Hennessey. Well, hey, they test drive the vehicles when they're done.
That's right.
You're not going to get something from them rubbing. I mean, and if we do, well, I don't think we do.
And can't forget the 336,000 mile warranty part, where you get all of this. That you could, of course, you know, you could do it in your garage, you could do it at a shop. 100% you can, but why not get it done all the way professionally?
I went to full lock on the steering wheel. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. You usually you upgrade to something and it's gonna rub a little bit, you know, yada yada. You hear all these things from when you change one thing leads to another, you know, gripe or something like that, or you know, there's like give and take. I feel like this is all give, no takeaway.
Normally anything 6 digits I say is outrageous, but this is somewhat reasonable.
Under 130.
Under 130. If you were that individual, if you waited a couple of years and you're like, I'm waiting for that Bronco Raptor market to get at the sweet spot where it's a great deal to go purchase one, it might be now, and this might be where you should be looking.
Can you do up a used one, or it's got to be brand new?
Really up to you. Hennessey's very flexible, and on top of that, there's a slug bug. There's a couple of used examples floating around their value.
Where?
It was at Sansko. It was an orange one.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm serious. It had a rocker panel rust too.
Didn't see it. Cap. Well, everyone, that was the 2024 Hennessey Velociraptor 500, number 90 for the year, finished in Oxford White. Reach out to us if you'd like to know more. Take a test drive in this thing, whatever you like. You can reach us online or give us a shout on the phone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.